This video is intended to provide you with an example from our Security and Permissions on-demand class. To see a complete list of our on-demand classes, please visit www.learndynamics.com.
Composable permission sets, another name for the permission sets that now allow us to define a hierarchy and replace some of the functionality that we lost with user groups. What are the changes? Well, beginning in 2021 with release wave 1, we started to see the changes in permission sets. And these changes included the ability to assign other permission sets within a permission set, that referenced permission set. This helps to replace some of the functionality that we're losing when we drop the user groups. The idea here is that we could use the D365 standard permission sets, and with these new composable permission sets, set them up with a hierarchy in a way that it will be easier to manage whenever we have an update. How are we going to do that? We're going to do that by using the include and exclude functionality within the permission set. If I add a referenced permission set, for example, D365 accounts payable, and I want to include permissions that are not in that permission set, I can do that by adding a line related to the object in the permission set and setting it to include that permission. Conversely, if I have permissions in D365 accounts payable, a reference permission set, and I would like to exclude permissions that are included, I can also do that. To date, this is what I have done the most, but I could see where the include would be necessary also. Let's take a look at the permission set hierarchy. Our legacy permission set and user group combination meant that when we looked at permission sets, the permission sets were only about other objects. And those permission sets were in turn assigned to user groups or to users directly. The user groups are what created the collection of permission sets. Now, with the ability to do references in our permission sets, we can take these composable permission sets and within one permission set have additional permission sets assigned. So in this example, permission set C references permission set B and permission set A. Permission set D references permission set A. Permission set C is assigned to users A and B. And oh, by the way, permission set D is not only assigned to user C, but also to permission set C. So you can see how this can get very complicated, but in the same respect, it gives us a lot of power for managing the include and the exclude and using the base permission sets, or at least potentially using the base permission sets, creating less of a management task every time that there is an update from Microsoft.